All right, everybody. Oh my goodness. The music is we're just going. We are just going right now. I hope that everything will be okay today, knock on wood. Because it was not. It was not okay yesterday. I don't know if any of you guys were here for Genshin, but yesterday was rough. I have been thinking to myself, and you guys, you know, maybe I shouldn't talk about this right away. We need to give some time for people to get in. But hi, if you're watching the VOD, this is Calxiyn VODs, unless you're watching on Twitch. Well, wait. Unless you're watching on Twitch live right now, I should say. If you're watching the VOD, this is the VOD, and I'm getting back to Twisted Wonderland. But what I was gonna say was, I don't know if it's just me, I don't know if it's in my head, but like the last Genshin streams don't look like as crispy as they do when I record them on my computer. And obviously, like, that's just a function of them being, that's just a function of, like, them being whatever, right? Like, the fact that they were, streamed. You know what I mean? We're gonna lose a little bit of quality. But I'm not entirely sure, like, if that's something that you guys notice or if that's something you guys care about. Because I have to be honest, I'm not entirely happy with that. It doesn't look awful, but it's just, like, it looks so much better looking at, like, yesterday's Genshin stream compared to, like, the Twisted Wonderland VOD from, like, a while ago. And so I'm like, I don't know how I'll handle that. Like, I could always, not with this event, because this event, like, is part 2. But what I could do is, I need to buy another hard drive, but what I could do is, like, you know, when we, say for Genshin, right? It'll be like Sumeru, the movie, or whatever, and like we'll put everything together and I'll upload like the nice high quality footage. I don't know if it matters that much. It might just be me. But, let me make sure that I can hear myself and everything, so hold on. You guys may hear me double for a second. Be me. But, okay, yeah. We are doing Camp Vargas, unfortunately. It's a little sad because I didn't finish Camp Vargas before. And so, oh, and you know what else happened? So now I'm remembering, well, I forgot, to be honest. Like, I can't remember what happened in this event, to be perfectly honest with you. I rewatched my own VOD and I still don't quite remember what we were doing. So, like, that's not good. Actually, while we talk and have our little, you know, this and that, maybe we should do lessons. How's it going, Riddle? Oh, I can skip, but we don't want to skip. We're all here, so we might as well just talk. Let's do Vil. Yeah, let's do Vil and Leona. Okay. I may pop out my earbud for this because them talking always confuses me while I'm trying to talk. So, what I was gonna say was, unfortunately, like, a lot of things. First of all, I forgot to finish Camp Vargas, which is bad. Like, that's, first of all, not good, bestie. I made the thumbnail that I made, like, other than me. I made that thumbnail for the other part 1 of Camp Vargas video, thinking that I finished it. And then I realized, wait a minute, Cruel's not here. I gaslit myself into thinking that we completed this event. And I kind of spoiled myself, but also, like, it was obvious. It was, you know, Vargas the first time, and so, of course, it was gonna be Cruel the second time. So, you know, like, there wasn't really that big of a mystery, but, like, I went ahead, because every time I make a thumbnail, I screenshot right from, like, a chapter in the game that I think is like, oh, this is gonna be, like, good for the thumbnail, right? When I upload a VOD, right? Because I haven't streamed Twisted Wonderland yet. So thinking that I was finished, I went to the end of the story and took a bunch of screenshots of people, and now I'm like, wait, we weren't finished. The other thing that happened is that on that particular day where we had streamed Camp Vargas, the internet was, like, dying, and so it's in the VOD, but if any of you guys saw it, but, like, I'm talking to the chat and I'm like, guys, I'll upload the video on YouTube, but we need to just keep going, because, like, it was so bad, but I didn't want to stop because we were almost at, like, whatever point we were trying to get to, and so, yeah, that is everything that happened to me, unfortunately. with Camp Vargas. And so, like, this is not, I fully know, this is not the most exciting event to come back to. I will probably be talking to myself as if I'm recording a Let's Play. I stand corrected. Key is in the chat. Thank you, Key. Hi, Cal. How's it going? It is going good. We are getting back to Twisted Wonderland today. Again, if this event is someone's favorite, I don't know that person. You know what I mean? And so, like, it's gonna be a little bit, like, we are just required to do it. And I was also just talking to them, Key, or I guess to myself. I was just saying that I wonder if, like, I should still upload VODs to the VOD channel because the quality after the live streams are done, I don't know. I don't want the videos to cannibalize each other either, but I may only do that with certain things. Like I was saying, you know, like Book 7, the movie, Sumeru, the movie. Like I may only do that with specific things, but the quality, I'm not too happy with how it looks on YouTube anyway. I may need to do something about that. Like, I may need to, you know, see if there's a way to increase the streaming thing. Because when I record, my bitrate's at, like, what is it? 40,000 or something. And then when I export it in Premiere Pro, the bitrate is like consistent bitrate of like 64 whatever, right? And so I think that like, I don't know if you guys know all like the technical stuff. I don't know either. I don't know what that means. I don't know what 62 consistent bitrate, but anyway, I think I look much better in the older videos compared to the archive stream. And I don't know if that was just like yesterday or the internet connectivity, but I don't know. It made me a little sad. So I was like, they kind of look bad. But I think I'll only do that with like giant events, like stuff like, again, Book 7, probably Halloween's gonna need a VOD, something like that. You know, just for things that make sense. Because I also have no hard drive space on my computer right now. Like, I have a little hard drive space, but I need to buy another hard drive, which is, like, it's bad. I have a lot of hard drives, it's bad. But the problem is, I'm like, but what if I need this stuff? Like, what if I need it one day? I mean, now I can probably, what I can probably delete, knock on wood, is the old Twisted Wonderland stuff that has now both existed as a VOD and then edited on the Calxiyn channel. I can probably now part with those. But I have such a digital hoarder mentality, and the problem is that frequently I am proven correct. What I mean by that is that Vimeo has done me dirty, has done me wrong, and I need to figure out that this month, and so that's a whole other thing that I need to try to figure out, how to cancel Vimeo and move all my videos off of Vimeo and onto somewhere else. But, you know, I was like, oh, I wish I had, like, my Ruby Ice Queendom footage, right? Because if I upload that to YouTube, there's no way to integrate, like, any video in it because I don't have the video file. All I have is the export that went on Vimeo, and that was a time sync reaction, right? But I found a hard drive from like 2021 and it has stuff on it. Now, I don't know if it has the stuff that I posted on Vimeo, so I'm thinking about like Odd Taxi, Shadow's House, but like it has enough of it that I'm like, well, wait a minute. I was vindicated, I was right, and so that's my problem, is that I have, you know, a hoarding, sort of digital hoarding situation, but then I'm like, but I'm justified, because 5 years later, that thing that I needed was actually on a hard drive, and I actually needed it, so that's bad. Bad for me. Bad for you guys too, so yeah, I think I need to buy another hard drive just for the Calxiyn VODs channel, because the problem is I am running out of space, and so I'm just, what I'm afraid of is that I will record, or I won't record something, I should say, or I'll record something on YouTube, and then the YouTube version will look shitty, and then I'll be, like, upset about it, right? Which is why I always record locally, but I don't have enough room to, like, record locally as much, as frequently as I have been, because every stream is, like, 60 gigabytes, you know what I'm saying? And so that's the story of all of my technical problems. But maybe now we should actually get into the event. And I'm just gonna listen to my audio one more time just to make sure. But Key was here, so I'm sure Key would have said. But maybe now, if I sounded bad. Okay, but I sound good to me. That's all I can do, you know what I'm saying? All right. That is all I have in me, all right. So now we are gonna record locally and knock on wood that my computer does not explode. Hi, Camp Vargas. Yeah, you sound fine. Thank you. In terms of book 7, so I guess I'll just briefly explain. Hello, Mamando? Also in the chat with the little dinosaurs, very cute. I should explain what my plan is. My plan is not to do book 7 until we're done the backlog of the events. I feel like that makes sense to me in my mind. I know that book 7 was releasing like in tandem, but book 7 isn't done, first of all, I don't think, for EN anyway. I can't beat level 100. I've tried, I can't beat it. I haven't bought a retry ticket because I don't want to give the game the satisfaction. But so I think after today, knock on wood, whatever, all that fun stuff, we are going to do Portfest. I think this Wish Upon a Star was a rerun. And I think this Firelit Sky Over Sands was also a rerun. Then we have, like, the monster that is Glorious Masquerade, which is gonna be fucking insane. I don't know about the relevance of doing Sam's New Year sale anymore. Maybe I'll do it. What I'll do is I'll do it for 2026. We'll do all the New Year sale that we missed because that might be weird. Obviously, Twisted Tsum Land to White Rabbit. Oh my god, I totally forgot the Lost in the Book with Stitch. Cloud Calling on the Savannah. I think that Glorious Masquerade's a rerun, right? Playful Land. Oh my god, I forgot about that too. What? Yeah, there's a lot of events. I missed a lot of events, you guys, okay? But I have them all, luckily. So actually, it's not that bad. It's not as bad as I thought. Like, looking at it, like, it's actually not that bad. Like, this'll probably take, like, a couple months if I stream once a week. But, like, it's not as bad as I thought. It's not as bad as I assumed it would be, and I am gonna get back into streaming more because now I have some help on the Calxiyn Cares Too Much channel, so I feel like I can balance that a little better after this week. This week I actually have to record some vocals for someone, and so my whole like schedule is kind of out of whack because I need like an entire morning just to record vocals. But like, we are back, okay? Like, we are so back. I promise. I hope. Please, I pray. I pray that we are so back. I can't promise exactly, but like, I hope in my heart that like we are so back. You know what I mean? Yeah, but hey, it means you got plenty of stuff to stream. That's true. That's true. I want to do something, and this might be crazy, but I would want to do, like, Calxiyn Summer of Fun or something, where, like, I prep so hard for the Calxiyn Cares Too Much channel that I don't need to worry about it, and I can just stream all summer. But if I wanted to do something like that, like, I would have to go hard now, and so I think the balance is better, but, like, my dream is just to be a streamer every day. Like, if I could do that, I'd be happy. But who knows? Calxyn's Hot Girl Summer. So what are we doing? Right, we're doing Camp Vargas too. And where we left off, allegedly, was around here somewhere, according to my VOD. Now, do I remember any of this? No. Actually? No, wait a minute. Yeah. So Calxiyn and everyone, right. Because, okay, I think that this, we'll start a bit more backwards, I think. Because I think that this is, like, around where we ended. Because I remember it was a chapter 6. And it was Calxiyn and they were all going into the woods. So yeah, like, I wrote it down. Like, I did look at it at the beginning of the stream, I promise. Yeah, see, this is too far. This is too far, because I saw that earlier. So when I was checking my VOD, we were, like, around, like, they were at the camp and they were, oh, not over here, bestie. They were at the camp and they were all talking, which I'm assuming might have happened. Hold on, maybe seeing things will give us some insight. I thought I did write it down as that chapter 6, but I cannot remember anything from this event, don't worry. I watched my own VOD like 20 minutes ago and I don't remember. Yeah, so like I feel like that this makes sense. If somehow this is not where we were supposed to be, yeah, okay, because there's the monster, right? If somehow this is not where we're supposed to be, I apologize, but this is where I'm gonna start anyway, because this is making some sense to me. Yeah, like I feel like this is correct. Because this is where the chat was breaking and I was like, guys, we're almost there, it's gonna be okay, like I remember this specific cutscene. So I think we'll start in the chapter after that. Yeah, I swear that they were back at camp for some reason, but fine. Okay, so let's start at deeper into the woods. And then we'll just go from there. But yeah, this was like the worst circumstance for me because I think that probably what happened was that after that stream, oh my gosh, hold on, it's auto playing. I need to do all the voices. I think what happened probably was after that live stream, I like had a bit of a rage quit moment and then I just never came back because I had to get all the VODs on YouTube, but I was probably also mad that my Wi-Fi went out that day and I just never returned. So that's bad on me. I do not remember how to do all of their voices, so I'm gonna just give them new voices. And I have a new microphone compared to when you guys heard me last anyway, so. I don't see any lantern blossoms around. Any luck on your end, Cater? Nope, lots of flowers, but not what we're looking for. I feared this would be the case. Well, hey, if it ain't the pop music and the Mountain Lovers Club having a tough time. I'm afraid so. I knew finding a lantern blossom wouldn't be easy, but still. It might behoove us to review what we know about the blooms and their habitat. Let's see. They convert nutrients into magic, which they store. Then when they bloom, they release that magic and wilt immediately. And they grow in sunlit areas that don't have many other flowers around. How's that? All correct. There is one additional factor that can greatly stimulate their growth. Namely, if the location has an abundance of energy, like places where magic is most often used or where mage stones are produced. I believe there are people conducting research into the artificial cultivation techniques using that very trait. Okay, cool. I like how you gave Gator a Valley Girl accent. Yeah, that was like, I remember that one. That one I know. Did I see the trailer? I did see it. I wish I had reacted to it in hindsight and put it on the Calxiyn channel, but I was like, I remember I was like in bed watching it. Like I saw it first thing in the morning. I was a mess. And I was like, oh my god, it's actually happening. But yeah, I cannot wait for that anime to come out because I will be there. That'll be what revives the Calxiyn channel. I am trying to get back into reactions, but like when Twisted Wonderland, when the anime comes out, I will be very seated. I will be there. Interesting. I guess with the mine nearby, this forest might be a good place for them to grow. Wow, you guys are so good at remembering details. So they only bloom for a short time, right? What if they're all wilted? At this time of year, they may or may not be in bloom. Your concern is valid, but considering Coach Vargas gave us the challenge, he must have verified that they're somewhere on the mountain. Yeah, that makes sense. Like, Vargas is not, like, unfair as a teacher, you know? Yeah, he might be demanding, but he wouldn't ask us to do something that was literally impossible. I hope. Let's go a bit deeper into the woods. We might find a spot more likely for them to grow. Say, Lilia's not here. Where'd he go? Oh, Lils is off catching a giant catfish. We're gonna join him once we're done here. He's trying to get one of those giant fish all by himself. Talk about reckless. Right? I wanted to help him, but he said the lantern blossom would be harder to find. That's okay. I don't want to get too suspicious, but I'm like, what if like Lilia can't go near the flower for some reason? I don't know. I don't know what the reason would be. I mean, they talked about magic energy, right? So I'm like, He's right though. One can lay traps for the catfish, but the only way to find a lantern blossom is to wander around. Yeah, I feel like he just did it out of boredom, maybe, you know? Well, let's try to find one quick so we can go back and help Lils. I know I can't upload any pics to Magic Cam right now, but even still, you don't see a giant catfish every day. For sure, let's get back to it. Pop Music Club, my beloved. Yeah, so that's what it was. All the art clubs had to be here this time. And I was like, guys, they did them so dirty. Gentlemen, was this tree fallen here yesterday? I don't know, I don't remember seeing it when I was looking for firewood. It's totally blocking the path. I guess we could climb over it, but no, let's not. We could easily slip and fall doing that. That said, there's higher ground up ahead. It would be a less likely spot to find lantern blossoms. Let's see if there's another way around. Hey, what about here? It looks like an animal trail. Oh, good job, Calxiyn. Wait, hold on. I don't think that was there yesterday either. Uh-oh, he's in a trap. Not good. Wah! Calxiyn just fell down the slope. Cater, wait, if we rush after him, we may fall as well. I say we double back to make our way down a more gentle incline. Was Jamil in this event? I don't remember. Wasn't he in a club? Well, no, he's in the basketball club. I guess they can only be in one. Hi, Dumpster Bunny in the YouTube chat. No, save my boy, says Mamando in the Twitch. Yeah. I think this is where Calxiyn fell. Hey, Calxiyn, where are you? His voice is coming from the swamp. What's this now? Again? They fell in the same swamp from last time? Okay. Hey guys, sorry to scare you, I'm okay. My, you're quite the sight. Huh, having a nice dip, are ya? You're waist deep in swamp water. Oh, good. Good. The swamp must have broken his fall. Hold on, we're coming to get you. No, don't go near him. What? I'm sinking! Observe, when Calxiyn moves, the grass around him sways as well, all the way down to its roots, which means the ground's not solid. This is no ordinary swamp. It's a bottomless swamp that is like quicksand. Oh no. Oh no, we need to find something for him to grab onto. There's gotta be a rope or some vines around. Calxiyn, don't move. The more you struggle, the deeper it'll pull you in. Did this not? This was the exact same thing that happened last time, right? Am I crazy? No, it is, isn't it? That's easy for you to say. Panicking won't help. Stay calm and listen to me. I'll tell you a story. Once upon a time, in a place much like this, there was a mountain climber who found himself in a bottomless swamp. He called for help, but no one was there, so he just kept getting dragged deeper and deeper into the swamp. Now this mountain climber was quite strong, but he still couldn't pull himself out. Oh my god. So with nothing to grab onto and no idea how to properly handle the situation, he sank all the way down into the muck. That's it! Nobody rescues him? It's just a bad ending? Way to freak me out, dude! I was trying to illustrate the dangers of how this kind of swamp to help calm you down. Well, congrats, you did the opposite. Oh my god, yeah, rip Calxiyn. It's been real, it's been fun, but it hasn't been real fun, you know what I mean? Oh great, now we got fairies too. We haven't started a fire or anything. Maybe they remember our faces from the last time we fought. I thought we'd have more time to figure this out, but we may need to hurry things along. Calxiyn, lean all the way back and spread your arms out. You want your entire body touching the swamp water. It'll be muddy, but the more surface area, oh my god, what is wrong with me, guys? But the more surface area you have touching the water, the harder it is for you to sink. Okay. Cal and Grim, I need you to help Calxiyn keep his cool. Sure? You've got this. Yeah. Let's get these fairies out of here. We wouldn't want them to interfere with our rescue. Then we'll find some vines and haul Calxiyn out. And watch where you step. If we get stuck in there, we'll all be up a creek, as it were. Oh, no. Yikes, I really gotta watch out. I'm a merman, but not even I could save someone once the swamp has claimed. That's such a fucked up way to say it. We must stay calm and take things one at a time, sure. Jade, could you please dial back the doomsaying? Oh my god. Guys, that, I did not expect, I don't know what I was thinking. I didn't expect that. All right, the fairies took off. Where's Calxiyn? Don't move, just don't move. How can he be so still when he's sinking like that? I'd be thrashing up a storm. It appears he's taken my lesson to heart. Yeah, our lesson about not dying. You're lucky Calxiyn's so earnest. Anyone else would have panicked for sure. Now let's twist these vines together to make a rope. Phew, safe and solid ground. Thank you both so much. Boy, that was terrifying. Think nothing of it. We all have to look out for one another in times of need. Whatever, Jade. You just watched an amusement until the last possible second. Oh no, that's not nice. I'm glad Calxiyn's okay, but now we're all covered in mud. So we are. Perhaps we should wash ourselves off in the lake before it dries. Calxiyn's been in 1,000,001 near-death situations. Yeah, that's true, Twitch chat. You guys are right. He has been. Like, he's literally been poisoned, attempted assassination. Like, it's just a little bit of mud, you know? Oh, is that a lantern blossom? Sure is. It's on that island floating over there. Not that we can get to it. Isn't it so comforting to have your life in Jade's hands, says the YouTube chat. All his doom talk sure is making me feel better, I know, right? We can actually. Like I said before, the more surface area that's touching the water, the harder it is for us to sink. So if we find, say, some large planks of wood, we can lie down on them and ride across. Okay, we're doing like the Titanic door method. Oh, I get it. Okay, let's go find some. Sure, not like we can get any more muddy than we already are. That is true. Do you guys like my little outfit? This is why I wore my overalls for Camp Vargas and I have my little Mume shirt. Okay, I got it. Sweet, now we can cross it off the list. Cater, Calxiyn, thank you both. I must say, I'm amazed a lantern blossom was growing here at all. It's hardly an ideal environment for them. Well, didn't you guys just fight the fairies? Wasn't that like expelling magical energy? Do you not remember? Yeah, I can't imagine this area gets a lot of sun. We lucked out big time. I wouldn't be so quick to call it luck. Perhaps something else encouraged its growth. For instance, maybe a large amount of magic was used here recently. I don't know, man. Who would be casting magic in this isolated, uncammable swamp? Gets a hard pass from me, that's for sure. They did it! Weren't you guys fighting? Were you just fist fighting them? Do they not have their magic pens? I can't remember. Maybe they don't. Maybe it was taken away. So what are they doing? They're just beating the fairies down with a stick? Like, I don't understand. Regardless, I suppose we shouldn't just stand around all muddy. Oh, sorry, guys. Let's get back to the camp, wash ourselves off, and brew that potion. Nice. Yeah, I was gonna say this earlier in this stream. I have, like, seasonal allergies, I think, probably. So, yeah, like, the last week I've been, like, kind of, like, and not sick, but just, like, coughing, I think, because of the pollen and stuff, so I think I'm okay for now. I may take, like, a lozenge or something as we keep going. But I was kind of worried about streaming today because of that, but I was like, I still have to stream. It's not like I'm sick, I'm just kind of gross, you know? Swatting them like flies, yeah, so I guess they don't have their magic pens, but still the fairy was probably using magic, so that's probably what it was. That should do it. Now to adjust the heat. Dang, Jade, you're good at this. Thank you, I do feel somewhat in my element when I'm brewing potions. That's so cool, you gotta teach me some tips later. Certainly, I'll invite Azul and Floyd as well. We'll give you a thorough overview. Sounds great, I can't wait. That's the scariest tutoring group I've ever heard. You might want to skip that one, Calxiyn. You know they'll charge an arm and a leg. Oh man, that's cute though, I like that. All done. Hello, Ghost, are you there? Coming! I have the potion for the challenge. Would you mind inspecting it? Of course. Yep, that's a nice potion right there. Congratulations on passing the challenge. Here's your badge. Don't worry, Calxiyn can afford it. That's true too. That is true. Thank you. That makes 4 badges for us. All right, let's hit up the lake next. We gotta help Lilia, and I'm getting hungry anyway. I second that motion. If you're getting food, we're coming with ya. No, we're not. We got record keeping to do. Aw, man. It's good we don't have to do the challenges, but all this walking around's wearing me out. Then I believe this is where we split off. Good luck with your work, record keepers. Later, Gators. Alright, okay. So that seemed like that was the end of, like a part, and, like, maybe this is where we should have started in terms of, like, what I actually, like, this is actually day 2. I feel like we probably ended stream, like, here before. So at least we know that this is all new stuff. Okay, the day 2 challenges are officially over. Looks like every club made it through without missing any badges. I'm already seeing more definition on those muscles. I don't see no difference. Tomorrow is the last day of Camp Vargas, thank the Lord. Which means you'll be facing your final challenge. You'll find out more about it when the time comes. Keep your heads in the game and give it 110%. Any questions? If not, you're all dismissed. Excuse me, Coach Vargas, I have something to report. Ah, Ashen Grotto with the board game club. What is it? Well, it's just that Edia hasn't returned to camp. And Ortho's missing as well. Huh, the Shroud brothers, huh? We've been searching exhaustively? We've been searching exhaustively for Edia since yesterday afternoon, but we've yet to find him. I don't want to believe it, I truly don't, but he may have very well fled. No! Oh, I'm so ashamed that one of my own would do such a thing. We take our duties very seriously in the board game club. We do not condone playing hooky. Isn't that right, everyone? Yeah. I could hardly believe it myself. Who could imagine that Edia would get Ortho to abandon his post? Our club respects self-reliance and discipline. Skipping out on one's duties is inexcusable regardless of the reason. We're taking this matter quite seriously. Is that right? You both have the right attitude. Your intensity goes to show that Camp Vargas is already paying off. When they get back, make your feelings crystal clear. That's the ticket. Yes, sir? Is it me, or was his reaction rather mild? I thought he'd be furious that people were ditching his camp. Hey, Coach Vargas, we got something to tell you, too. Lilia hasn't come back yet, either. We know he went to do the giant catfish challenge, but when we went to look for him at the lake, all we found was the catfish. Oh my god, all I found! The only thing left of Lilia was the catfish? Lilia's missing too? We haven't seen Malleus since this morning. I forgot Malleus was in this event! I think they kidnapped everyone with, like, high magic using potential. So Malleus, Ortho, obviously, Edia, Lilia. Okay, boys, settle the fuck down. Don't worry, I've already planned for this eventuality. I'll look for the missing students myself. You should be more concerned with your next challenge. Make sure to rest up those muscles. You need to be ready for anything. Dismissed. You forgot Malleus outfitting Twitch. I know. Because he's in the Gargoyle Club, which is, like, technically an art club. I don't know how the Mountain Climbing Club is an art club, but the catfish must have eaten Lilia. It's the only explanation. That's really funny. I like that. I didn't realize Ortho was missing, too. But, hey, didn't Edia go missing yesterday? Why'd you wait to report it? I didn't want the entire club to get punished for Edia's laziness. I initially hoped we could find him on our own. But I'm much less concerned about that after seeing how Coach Vargas reacted. It's his problem now. Surely you're a little worried, right? Ortho's missing too. Do those brothers even merit our concern? They're probably off somewhere gaming right now. Dwelling on it will get us nowhere. All I care about is getting through this camp and staying in my club. How very cold. And here I am, oh my god. And here I am, positively beside myself with worry over Lilia's well-being. Uh-huh, I'm sure. You're not even the slightest bit concerned, are you? To be fair, Ortho, Edia, Lilia, and Malleus are all extremely capable. Maybe we don't need to worry about them. Coach Vargas wasn't all that bothered. There's no telling what the final challenge will be, so we should try to rest up while we can. Sitting around worrying won't do us any good. Okay. So people get kidnapped again. Oh my god, at least now we get to see. So this is where do we sleep in here? Perfect, the room's a total mess. It'll definitely make them think a dangerous monster's on the loose. Okay, so this is better, because obviously, like I talked about at the beginning of the stream, like there's no mystery anymore, right? Like there's no mystery now that we know that the teachers are pretending to be monsters. So I feel like that, like this is a good choice to maybe like check in on them like this, you know? But yeah, this is like Snow White's cottage, I think. It is a mess. Okay, let's go over the plan one last time. Grim, Cal, wait, we were in on it? Were we in on it the last time? I don't remember. Grim, Cal, you two will run to the campground. Tell the students that a mysterious black shadow attacked me. Really ham it up and turn up the waterworks. You can't let them suspect you're faking it. Time to flex our acting muscles. It feels kind of wrong to lie to them. Remember, this is for them. If you don't do it, the challenge will be much harder than necessary. When we did this with the sports club, they knew what my monster disguise looked like because of you. I bet your warning was one of the reasons why some of them were still standing after my first attack. But obviously, this is your second go-around. You know what the deal is. I don't want anyone getting wind of what's up, so I gave you the full rundown this time. I'll go get in position to strike. Wait a minute! So, wait, but Vargas is doing this, but Cruel is not here. Yet, he's not involved. So is Cruel doing this of his own free will? Like, is Cruel gonna try to scare Vargas? I don't know. There might be intrigue now, guys. Like, this may be intriguing. Sheesh, Vargas is actually asking for our help. What are we gonna do with that guy? Let's put on the best performance we can. Yeah, we're traitors. We are traitors, Twitch chat. We're traitors. Not like we have anything better to do. Come on, let's go scare the pants off those guys. Yeah, we're gonna get kidnapped by Cruel now is what I'm thinking is gonna happen. You know what I mean? Hey, is that the science club over there? Perfect, that'll save us from having to hike all the way back to camp. Hey! Okay, that's pretty much all our dishes washed. What else do we need to do before tomorrow? Oh, they're doing little Snow White things. It'll be our last day, so perhaps we should pack some of our stuff. That way, it will be ready when we break down our tents. I'm feeling rather downhearted knowing the end of our trip is near. Personally, I can't get back soon enough. But it's been a good experience overall. I don't normally do a lot of outdoor stuff. This was my first time mining mage stones in a real mine, gathering firewood, and let's not forget, catching a giant catfish. One little jaunt in the woods was all it took to see a whole new side of you. What will you say to joining me on a hunt sometime? I'd be happy to show you the ropes. A hunt? That sounds a little rough in a completely different way, oh no. Grim, Cal, why are you so panicked? We got trouble! There's a monster in the woods and it attacked Vargas! What? This is awful, guys. Like, this is hilarious. I think this is so funny. Are we the bad guys? Yeah, we are the bad guys. What's this about a monster attacking Coach Vargas? Tell us what happened. Right, okay, me and Cal were just hanging out in our tent when Vargas started shouting all of a sudden. He was like, stop, someone help! So we peeked out all quiet-like. And that's when we saw it! We saw a huge dark shadow leaping from the cottage. It took off in the woods. I don't know what happened to Grim. I see, that must have been quite frightening. I'm just glad no harm befell either of you. Wait, hold on, is Coach Vargas okay? Huh, why do you ask? Oh, what do you mean, why? He was attacked! Oh, right, he was, I don't know. You don't know? Didn't you look in the cottage? Well, I mean, all I could think about was getting out of there, so I took off and ran into you guys. Coach Vargas wouldn't go down without a considerable fight, but this monster sounds dangerous indeed. You heard him shouting in the cottage, right? Yeah, wanna go check it out? Well, yeah, I'm not gonna ignore it after hearing all that. Yeah, we do suck. I think Grim sucks in particular. Agreed, and we can administer some first aid if need be. Let us check up on the coach and ensure he is safe. Yeah, we do suck. We suck really bad. Twitch chat, we suck. Coach Vargas, you okay? He's not in here. Where'd he go? Look at this mess! The coach's luggage is strewn about, and his lantern and cup have been knocked onto the floor. Did the Dark Shadow do this? I'm hoping you guys had made a mistake, but it looks like you didn't. Oh no, I'm so scared. But what could the shadow even be? Wait, no, it couldn't be, could it? Did something come to your mind, Trey? Yeah, when the sports club came back from camp, Ace and Deuce claimed they fought a monster while they were here. None of us believed them. We just thought they made it up. We just thought they made a mistake because they were so tired? That's what you thought? Not that they were, like, just trying to scare you guys? But what if they didn't? What if there really is a monster? I should have taken them seriously. Grim, could you describe the Dark Shadow in more detail? What did it look like? It all happened too fast. I can hardly blame them. I imagine Monsieur, oh no, and the trickster were too upset to catch any details. Yeah, fair point. Sorry to interrogate you guys while you're still shaken up. Nah, I mean, it's cool. We'd better get back to camp and warn the others. If Vargas couldn't handle that thing, we won't stand a chance by ourselves. The head mage could help us, but he won't get here until tomorrow morning at the earliest. Then we'll have to make it through the night on our own at least. All right, let's get going. Everyone keep a sharp eye on your surroundings. Phew, you think that was good? I wish they'd stop asking us so many questions. You suck! You guys should have prepared! We nailed it? No, you didn't! You did not nail it! What are you talking about? We are the worst actors in Twisted Wonderland! Oh, good lord. I expect better. Imagine if we saw Vil first. What do you mean? Yeah, I know. Vil would have been like, you guys are full of shit. Oh man, yeah, I forgot Vil's an actor. He would. A dark shadow attacked Coach Vargas. And are you sure you're not making this up? I wish I was. I wonder if that's why Lilia up and vanished. Oh no, you think it attacked him too? And Malleus remains unaccounted for as well. Are you suggesting the shadow is strong enough to best Malleus? Oh geez, there's no way we can take on a monster that strong. What are we gonna do? I wonder if Edea and Orpho got owned too. I say we get out of here. No way I'm gonna sit here all night just waiting to get attacked. Shut the fuck up, everyone! They're shaking in their booties. My compelling acting has struck fear into their hearts. All right, calm down, everyone. From what we heard, no one actually saw the attack, right? Yes, that struck me as well. Grim, Cal, is it possible you mistook some large animal for a monster? I didn't mistake nothing. It was really big and, well, just big and stuff. Anyway, it wasn't an animal. His room in the cottage was a mess too. Scared the living daylights out of me. Rook, Trey, back me up here. Vil's got a point, actually. We saw the cottage, but neither of you actually witnessed Coach Vargas getting attacked, right? Well, I don't know, maybe. Yeah, that's not very conclusive. I know none of us have our magic pens, but are we supposed to believe that a monster took down Edea and Ortho and defeated Malleus and Lilia? And then, see, it would be cool if the art club actually, like, knew that they were being tricked and that this was, like, a setup. Like, I think that that's actually really smart. I can't remember if, like, the sports club figured it out, but, like, it would be really smart if they figure it out, right? And then he then went after Coach Vargas and got him too. It's much more likely you guys made a mistake. Yes, this is all extremely far-fetched. If I were to hazard a guess, I'd say Coach Vargas deliberately made it look like he was attacked. This is why you can't fuck with the art students, right? Because we have media analysis and pattern recognition skills, okay? And so they knew, like they know that this is a challenge. It's happened before. Ace and Deuce got attacked, right? It would make sense if he were trying to sow confusion amongst our ranks. I could see that musclehead coming up with an idea like this. Faking an attack and disappearing would free him up to do whatever he needs for the final challenge. Perhaps he's somewhere watching us even as we speak. Don't underestimate our chronic overthinking, Twitch chat says. That's right. Yeah, he did say we still had one last challenge, and this whole thing might be part of it. Okay, guys, let's make preparations while we can. There's no telling what's gonna happen or when. No one believes us. No surprises there. Yeah, you guys should have just described the monster, bestie. Like, you guys should have done a bit better, bro. No, not a word. So what should we do for tonight? We must remain vigilant even if this is part of Coach Vargas's challenge. I believe it would be wise for each club to stick close together and wait till morning. Good call, then the head mage will come through the dark mirror and pick us up. We hope. We'll have to keep rotations of 2 or 3 people keeping watch. Anyone who's super exhausted from today should rest up first. So basically, do what we were doing anyway because of the fairies in the campfire. Yeah, since you guys don't have many people in your club, want to team up with ours? Good idea! I'd feel better with a large group. Thanks, Trey. Much appreciated. Why, the 3 of them would have had to stay up all night otherwise. We'll do the same shifts we did last night. Yes, sir! Say, Grim and Cal, you should stay in the science club tents. Really? But of course, this crisis affects all of us, not just the arts clubs. Thanks. Sweet, you're gonna share your dinner too? Try to have some sense of self-preservation, okay? Yeah, see, I like this. This is a nice little twist for, like, this whole situation. Maybe Camp Vargas isn't so bad after all. Like, maybe Camp Vargas is like the friends we made along the way, you know? Being on lookout is so boring when nothing's happening. Feels like time has slowed to a crawl. Any idea what time it is, Calxiyn? No, but I'm guessing it's like 3 a.m.? It's just gone 1. Didn't you bring a watch? Maybe it might be in my backpack. I never wear a watch. I just usually use my phone. It's seriously only 1 a.m.? Boy, time moves like molasses when there's nothing to do. Come on, guys, play like Truth or Dare or something, you know? Play some cards, I don't know. You guys should have brought some games. There's the board game club. The board game club didn't, like, bring any games. That was, like, my favorite part of going to the cottage as a kid was, like, playing, like, Scopa or, oh gosh, or, like, cheat. What do you call it? Bullshit? Yeah, like, bullshit, cheat. Right, where it's like, oh, you're supposed to put down, like, the card in the hand that, like, the number's on right now. So, like, if it's 4, you're supposed to put down 4, but if you don't have any 4s, you're supposed to lie and put down something, you know? Oh dear, we're just about out of firewood. I'll go get some more. Would someone care to join me? I will. Want to come too, Grim, since you're bored? No way, no how. I gotta preserve my energy. You do? All right, so you can stay awake for your shift. Then Calxiyn and myself should go. We'll be back. I don't know what I just said there anyway. Thanks, guys. It's just about my turn to keep watch. We appear to be missing some people. Yeah, Rook and Calxiyn went to go grab more firewood. Morning, Jade. Sleep well? Why, yes, thank you for asking. You're all welcome to go rest now. Thanks, I'll take you up on that. Excuse me, but I need to talk with you all. Oh, Hayville, what's up? I just went to go on my own shift and saw, wait, what? And saw that our club was down several people. What do you mean? Where did they go, bestie? They're supposedly getting firewood, but the situation being what it is, I'm a tad bit concerned. You sure they didn't just run off because they were scared of you, Vil? I don't yell at them, you know. I simply give them warnings when they don't do their jobs. That's still pretty harsh. It doesn't make sense that a bunch of them would just run off in the middle of the night when we're all on high alert. Good point. Surely they know that regardless of what's going on, it's dangerous to leave the group. They must have been quite afraid of Vil's ire. What? Even in a time of crisis, you just have to get a dig in, don't you? We'd better stay sharp. You think Coach Vargas's challenge is underway? I'd say so. I prefer not to lose any more of my club members. I need to formulate a plan of action. I'm going back to our tents. You know, Rook and Calxiyn have been gone a while now. Our firewood pile isn't that far away. Just where could they have gone? Maybe they didn't make it there at all. Hey, what about the campfire? It's about to go out! I'd better go check on them. Cater, Jade, would you come with me? Sure thing. If the campfire goes out, we'll really be in the dark. But, get it? In the dark? Alright. Be careful out there with whatever the fuck is going on, I guess. I'm gonna catch some Z's. Okay, I did not expect him to say that. We won't be able to take it easy much longer. Let's see. Where's the firewood? Ah, there it is. Wow, look at all this. I guess having all those club members comes in handy. I'm jelly. We did collect lots of it, but strange. It doesn't look like any of the wood's been taken from the pile. Maybe they got lost? No, that can't be it. I could see that happening to Calxiyn, but definitely not Rook. Trey, I found someone's jacket on the ground. It looks like Calxiyn's, but it's all dirty. What's it doing here? Actually, I see drag marks on the ground. Something might have happened to them. Oh my god, everyone's getting kidnapped! Oh no. But it would be hilarious if Vargas wasn't doing this, and this was Cruel doing it. Like, you know what I mean? What was that? I don't know who that was, so I don't know what Scream to do. That Scream. It was someone in the science club. I don't like this one. How do you know? I don't like this one bit. Let's hurry back. Okay, and now we're just in the darkness. Just in the darkness of the night. Hey, is everyone okay? Something dropped down out of nowhere and then the fire went out. What's going on? I can't see anything. Sounds like something's flying through the air. A ball? No, that's a stone. Grim, Cal, get behind me. Oh, shit. I managed to deflect it, but I won't be able to keep that up. Trey, good job. Keep doing exactly that. You don't have your magical pen. I can deal with something like that. I can deal with something like that, but we need to get out of here fast, okay? Oh, no. Oh, okay, no, this is Vargas. It's the monster! What do you mean, what is that? It's the monster, bestie! Whoa, it's so strong, it's breaking down my barrier spell. Oh my god, Grim just got kidnapped! Grim, are you okay? Where is everyone? Talk to me. Trey, help! Wah! Cater! What's going on? It's too dark, I can't see a thing! Cater, guys, where are you? Is that you, Trey? Oh wait, that's Jade. That voice, Jade. Shh, we need to get away from here. But the others! As much as oh my god, as much as I'd love to respect your wishes, we don't have time for such sentiments. If we stay, we'll be wiped. We'll be wiped out to a man. We'll be wiped out to a man. Oh, like to a single man, okay. That was a little confusing. Should that come to pass, there will be no one rescuing Cater and the others. The smart play here is a temporary retreat. But we're up against a foe who can toss large stones. Challenging them without a plan is not a sound strategy. I mean, okay, yeah, you're right. We'll retreat for now. Thank you for your understanding. Now let's hurry. Yeah, guys, this is nuts. My question is how Cruel gets involved in this, though. Because, like, I used Cruel for the thumbnail. Isn't Cruel in this event? Yeah, because Vil saw Cruel in the mines. We should be safe here for now. The area is wide and open, which means it'll be easy to spot any oncoming attackers. I wish we could have gotten the others to safety as well, but in the midst of such chaos, getting to you was all I could manage. My apologies for my failure. Hey, you don't have anything to apologize for. If anything, I should thank you for getting me out of there. No, thank you. I couldn't escape without your barrier. Have you accumulated much blot? No, I'm still good. How do you know? Like, where does the blot go if you don't have your pen? Is it like the blot is in your heart? Like, you know what I mean? You were using magic too, are you okay? Oh, I used the mage stone we mined for our challenge. It was such a tiny fragment that it hit its blot capacity immediately, though. Sadly, it's no longer usable. Yeah, and then the other question I have is how do you get rid of blot from the pens? Because clearly it's possible. I guess, you know what I mean? I guess it just filters out. And so Jade is saying, like, it's not going to be usable tonight. Like, maybe by tomorrow it would have been, right? Alright, well, we need to figure out a plan. It would have helped if any of the others had escaped, but... Okay, well, something's coming out of the woods. Why, hello there, Trey. I'm glad you and Jade managed to get away. Azul and Vil, you're safe too. Yes, I am. The rest of the Film Research Club disappeared in the attack, though. Carrie in the YouTube chat says, possibly in their veins? Oh, no! I don't like that, so I guess he can just, like, feel it. Like, I guess it feels probably, like, heavy. You know what I mean? Like, you don't feel good. What about the board game club? Much the same, I'm afraid. Everyone else disappeared before I could even make sense of what was happening. So we're the only 4 left. Just what was that large shadow? It laid waste to our campsites in no time. Do you think that's what Grim was talking about? Probably a safe bet. I thought it might be Coach Vargas at first, but it didn't look like him. I couldn't make out much in the dark, but I thought I saw large horns on its head. Horns, So, does that mean it wasn't Coach Vargas? Look, it doesn't matter. If at this point... it doesn't matter if this is part of the challenge or if it's Coach Vargas or not. The fact remains that we must deal with this shadow somehow. True. If it attacked us again, I doubt we'd get away a second time. We need a plan. Why don't we split up into 2 groups and hide? We could simply wait it out. Azul and I can stay underwater if we revert into our mer forms. We could hide away in the lake until morning comes. Good point. I prefer not to take my mer form if I can help it, but I suppose this merits an exception. That would only ensure your own safety. What about the rest of us? Trey, back me up here. Could I make a proposal? It's a little reckless, but I think it would give us all a better chance of making it till dawn than hiding would. I'm listening. It's pretty straightforward, actually. The next time this thing attacks, we strike back. What? He's crazy. Usually blood dissipates from pens or other conduits by keeping one's physical and mental health. At least that's what Crowley said. Yeah, so I guess I'm assuming, like, in a magical way, the blood goes into your veins and then the blood goes into your brain, and that's why you don't feel well. But, like, eventually the blot would, like, filter out of you if it's just, like, a little bit. But, like, if you use too much, it's gonna cause immediate damage to you. You want us to attack that thing? Have you taken leave of your senses? I know we're not all in the sports club, but there was a huge crowd of us at the campsite and it still wasn't enough. And we can't fight properly without our magical pens. The prospect of victory seems slim, unless they go into the mines. Why don't we let Trey finish his thought before completely dismissing it? He wouldn't suggest something like that without reason. I actually think the 4 of us could take that thing if we play our cards right. Earlier, it hit us with a surprise attack when we couldn't use magic. Plus, our campfire had just gone out and we didn't have time to adjust to the dark. But if that stuff's not an issue, then that changes things. Of course. If we were able to use magic, if we were able to use magic and we'd had already gotten used to the dark, that would improve our prospects somewhat, yes? The question is, how would we use our magic? We don't know where our magical pens are, and the mage stones from our challenges are quite small. We don't have many of them either. The 4 of us would burn through them in no time. That's a problem, yeah. I was hoping we could use the ones we dug up, but you're right, they won't be enough. Well, I have some good news for you then. What? You see, I happen to have a considerable number of mage stones thanks to the board game club's mining efforts yesterday. I should have enough that we could use our magic normally. Would you be interested? Would I? Thanks a ton. You're thanking him? Take another look at his face, Trey. He's clearly about to extort us into agreeing to some outrageous set of terms. Oh no, he's aware this is an emergency. I'm sure his terms will be more than favorable, so there are still terms! Isn't that right, Azul? But of course, I wouldn't ask for anything unreasonable. That said, I question if we can land a magical attack on a shadow even if we could see better. I saw that thing up close. It was powerful, of course, and swift as any beast. I strongly suspect that even with our magic, we'll need to immobilize it somehow if we're going to have any chance of winning. Okay, what if we knock it in the lake? Water's much denser than air after all, it wouldn't be able to move as fast. Nothing is free with Azul, I know that, Cap. Oh man. If we can get it into the deep part of the lake where it can't stand, then it wouldn't put up much of a fight. We'd have a huge advantage if we stayed up here, right? True enough, I wasn't considering it from a land dweller's perspective. Likewise, after all, we move much faster in the water. It's an acceptable enough plan. Okay, then if we're gonna make this work, I've got several jobs for all of you. This has to be a team effort. Can I count on the three of you? No. You know none of us would actually say that in this situation, right? I wouldn't take directions from an incompetent person, but I know you wouldn't be suggesting anything ill-advised. All right, I say we all work together to give our assailant an unpleasant surprise. I'm also keenly interested in hearing Trey's plan. Agreed. I'm willing to offer my full cooperation, assuming the plan is worth our time. Now I'm all nervous to share it. Don't even think about trying to get out of this. Just tell us what you have in mind. Okay, fine, but first I have a question. Who here is good at running? Running? Don't expect a merman to run. My mountain excursions have helped build my leg muscles, but I wouldn't say it's my forte. I doubt I could hold a candle to someone who jogs every morning like Phil does. Oh, I don't like where this is going one bit. What would you have me do? Well, here's the deal. Yeah, someone needs to be bait, right? I'm assuming that's where this is going. All right. Execute the plan. Now I see. No wonder you needed all of us for this to work. This plan is very you, Trey. Cautious and realistic. It's not bad at all. Agreed. It may not be the flashiest scheme, but it's a safe approach that almost guarantees our victory. He jogs with Jack every morning? That's hilarious. I love that. But yeah, I guess that makes sense because we knew Jack did that. And like for Vil, it's, you know, you gotta stay in like... I've heard like singers sing while jogging to like build up their stamina and stuff. So I've always found that like interesting. I think it's fantastic. I'll give you my full assistance, which means we have a consensus then. Now, we have our plan. Now, about the mage stones I'm providing. Yes, I really appreciate you sharing those. I'd like to have as many as possible when it's go time, so the total, including reserves. But I do have a condition for sharing them. I expect both of you to help out at the Monster Lounge for 5 days! Dude, this is not a good time! What? Now let's all do our part and make this plan a rousing success. What about we shove you in a locker, Azul? I love Azul. He's my favorite character, but even this is like a little dirty. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, you guys. Even this is like a little dirty. Oh, good lord. Are you guys okay? Do you guys need a minute? I need a minute. That took me out. Oh my god. Hold on a minute. You want 5 whole days of my time just to loan us a handful of tiny mage stones. I was ready for you to put the squeeze on us, but talk about predatory. What happened to more than favorable terms? Considering the stone's relative value given our predicament plus the labor to mine them, I think this is plenty fair. But if you're fine without them, then by all means feel free to refuse. Oh, for crying out loud, must you add even more pressure? Fine, I will help at the lounge, but only for 1 day. You can't expect me to make that large a concession. I'm running a business too, you know. You call this business? A concession? Surely you of all people know how valuable a day of my time is. Of course, but I'm incurring a considerable risk by giving up these mage stones. I could have used them to protect myself. You would have me risk my life and limb for but a single day of your help? That hardly seems fair. All right, 2 days and not a minute longer. I can't fit any more than that into my schedule. case, would you be willing to grant— What the fuck? Oh my god. Guys, this is hilarious. I'm crying. I'm actually tearing up. What the fuck? In that case, would you be willing to grant us exclusive sales to your homemade smoothies for those 2 days? Perhaps Azul would be more amenable to only having you for 2 days if the proceeds from your smoothies were included. Yes, I would grant that concession. You drive a hard bargain, I agree, but with the caveat that I won't be able to produce them in bulk. You can only sell them for 2 days and I won't share the recipe. Is that acceptable? Quite! I believe we have a deal then. Now, what do you say to my offer, Trey? I'll take the 5 days. I have nothing else to offer. You can't put a price on life, and I doubt I have anything worth bargaining over. Why, thank you. What a wonderful arrangement we've reached. I take it you two will be using all the mage stones you want for free? Correct. After all, I already work at the Monstro Lounge. I can assure you that you'll have my full support in honor of your generous agreement. Okay, let's get into position. This is so dirty of them, man. This is, I was like kind of, I don't want to say I didn't want to stream today, but I was like, oh man, it's Camp Vargas. Like, I have to do this event that I barely remember, but like, this is fucking funny. I like it. We'll execute the plan the moment the shadow returns to the campground. Okay. But see, I feel like the twist here is about Cruel, right? Because Cruel has still not been, like, addressed. Show yourself, fiend! You're the monster that attacked the camp? Come and catch me, if you can! I'm glad you did stream today, and what is this game, a boyfriend collector? Oh, no. This is Disney's Twisted Wonderland. It is not a dating game. You got isekai'd into Twisted Wonderland, and you are a therapist. You are basically their therapist. Also, hi, Zach, by the way. Yeah, I remember you from the Calxiyn channel. And the other stream the other day, but yeah, not an no-tone game. They're all based off of Disney characters, and I highly recommend it. Like, if you like Disney, if you like my videos, you know, my Disney videos and stuff, like, it's really fun. The story's really fun. You don't have to pay any money for it if you don't want to, you know, so it's a pretty good game. I was about to say, if your life was on the line, would you still put your faith in someone who would do this? That's true. So a pseudo-boyfriend collector, yeah, kinda. I'd say pseudo is a good word. Because, like, there's undertones, right? Like, Malleus has, like, undertones where he's like, I'm so glad that you're here with me. And I'm like, oh, Malleus, right? But, like, that's not, like, there's no overt dating. But, like, some of the way that some of the boys talk to you is a little suspicious, you know what I mean? I love Azul, though, guys, even though, because Carrie in the YouTube chat was saying, would you put your faith in him? And I'm like, no, but, like, I kind of love him, though. He's kind of, like, it's within his character. He's pretty based. I know the shipping community for this game is unhinged. Are you guessing, or do you actually know? I haven't seen, you know, any shipping drama, actually, for Twisted Wonderland. Like, I see a lot of, like, Yume shipping, which is where people, like, make an OC of themselves, I guess, and they ship them with characters. There's not really a lot of, like, because there's no canon relationships, everyone can kind of ship what they want, and so it's pretty, like, I think it's pretty chill because people know that, like, none of the ships are ever gonna be, like, canon. As opposed to, like, a show like Ruby, right, where people, like, fight and they argue because only one thing can be canon. It's kind of, like, freeing to know that nothing will be canon. Like, it's like that meme where it's like, nothing will be canon, but nothing will be canon, right? That's how I feel about it. There's the flash. Things are kicking off. Yes, I have to hand it to Trey. This is an inspired plan. Since the monster struck in the dark, its eyes must be used to the darkness, which means that Ville's magic flash should stun it for a moment. I see threads dragging my main ship every other week. Oh, I didn't mean it negatively, just that everyone's thirsty. Oh, I see what you're saying. I have never seen a thread. Oh, no. But yeah, it's all about who you follow, right? I applaud how efficient this is, using a single spell as both a stall tactic and a signal. Vil's headed our way. It looks like the first phase was a success. Indeed, I'm very glad Vil is here. He has to sprint in a zigzag while avoiding the attacks and making sure we can keep up. I shudder to imagine how this might have gone if we didn't have someone who jogs every morning. Still, that monster moves fast. We should provide Vil, oh my god, we should provide Vil. If there's a will, there's a way. We should provide Vil with magic support as we make our way towards the lake. Normally I'd flat out refuse to run outside of PE, but I'll give it my best. After all, with Vil working at the lounge for 2 days and sharing his smoothies, our sales will certainly get a boost. And what's more, I get 5 whole days of Trey's culinary expertise. If we offer top-notch treats made by Trey himself, we'll have a flood of customers pouring in. Ah, so you put on a show of haggling for Vil's time to mask what you really wanted. Trey, that's kind of smart though. Isn't it nice that your real aim went over their heads? Oh, it's lovely. It was a golden opportunity I just couldn't miss. Oh man, I love Azul's dialogue. Like, I feel like a marker of good dialogue is if, like, you could erase all the dialogue tags and still understand who's talking. And I feel like Twisted Wonderland is so good at that, where, like, I don't even have to look. I know who's who all the time. The only one who was not told that this isn't a dating sim, Carrie in the YouTube chat says, is Malleus. That is true. Malleus is very flirtatious sometimes. What's the matter? I'm right here, and yet you still haven't caught me. Some monster you are. Are we at the lake yet? I'm drenched in sweat. Keep going, Azul. Vil's taking lengthy detours to ensure we can keep up. And don't stop your spellfire. The monster will catch Vil. Oh, think of the sails. This is for the Monstro Lounge. And you, stop relishing in my suffering and get to work. Oh my god. Oh man. Trey, I'm here. We're all set. Okay, guys, time for phase 3. Yeah! Azul, Jade, pincer attack, now! Right. Whee! Oh, talk about fast, so much for the pincer. It got past us within seconds. This is not the time for analysis, it's throwing another stone. Paint the roses! My word. Did you just catch that stone? I altered it to have the character. Oh, so it's not just food? He can do that with anything? That's actually so cool. I figured we'd need a way to deal with the stones. I'll take care of anything it throws at us. Vil, you're on offense. Azul and Jade, you take support. Just keep inching it closer to the water. Ugh. We're bombarding it with spells, but it's not phased at all. We're still gaining ground. Trey, we can move to phase 4 when you're ready. Not yet. Keep up the pressure. This is actually pretty cool. Here comes another stone. Paint the roses. We'll really be pushing our luck soon. Should we go, Trey? Not yet. Trey! Oh no, like, does Trey not want to make the call? All right, phase 4, go now. Oh, okay, good. Finally, nobody keeps me waiting for that long. We're in position. All yours, Vil. Take this. Whee! What? It saw that Vil was winding up to do another flash spell and dodged before he could finish casting. In mere split seconds? But what about blinding it and sending it into the lake? We're still good, actually. Huh? What? What happened? The monster slipped and it plunged into the lake at the moment it landed. It's hard to believe someone could slip that spectacularly just from a simple dodge. I took an extra precaution before you guys got here and froze the grass around the lakeside with magic. anyone would slip on it so long as they had enough momentum. What prompted you to do that? Well, since you handled the dangerous part of getting the enemy over here, I figured failure wasn't an option. Huh, quite right. Nicely done. Gah! It's still trying to get out of the lake. Vil, quickly. And now for the coup de grace. What's your hurry, monster? Just to give you a fair warning, the lake is as good as cursed. Fairest one of all. Anyone who touches the water of this lake will be immobilized until I permit them to move. Oh no, I hope we take that out before we leave or we're gonna create like an environmental hazard. Oh right, it's immobilized. It can't do anything to us. I believe we won this battle. I might not be running from the monster. Stop. You know, Vargas is a very handsome, he's based on Gaston, he's a very handsome guy. That was a nice workout. I was worried we may not have enough magic mage stones, but we finished with a good amount left over. I'm very curious to know who that shadow is. About that, I got a better look at it just now than I did before. It's definitely built, and though the upper half of its face is hidden, I could see it grinning a little. Yes, it's turn-based combat. I haven't done any combat because I already did this event and I'm just reading them, back. So yeah, like it's turn-based, and I'll show you guys maybe after we're done this, like at the end of the stream for anyone curious. But it's kind of like Pokemon. Like you have fire, flora, water, and then like you have to counteract what like the enemy does. So, it truly is as we suspected. I had an inkling, but this, of all the ridiculous stunts to pull. If you knew, why didn't you say anything sooner? I was afraid it was really a monster. Sorry about that. I didn't have any proof. Besides, we had to go all out no matter who or what it was. Okay, let's finish our attacker out with, fish our attacker out of the water and get some answers. Okay. Hold on, guys. Let me see how many chapters we have left. Chapter 10, completely fooled. Let's check. Okay, that's a couple more than I thought. I really have to use the bathroom. Oops. Why isn't this working? Oh. Hello? Okay. But yeah, guys, oh my god. I will be right back. I'll just run some lessons while I'm gone because, like, we're almost, like, done, but it's probably gonna be, like, another 30 minutes. So. Go get a snack. Oh, I should run an ad on Twitch so that people joining into the stream aren't gonna get an ad. On YouTube, I can't because on YouTube, I'm not monetized. Need 1,000 subscribers to be monetized on YouTube. So, anyway, I will be back.
Good boy! 習ったことを忘れるなよ。ま、こんなところかしら。子犬ども、始めるぞ。素材を理解すること。教科書は読んだの？上出来。正確に計量して。黙って集中。グッボーイ。習ったことを忘れるなよ。ま、こんなところかしら。頭に叩き込め。調合は得意よ。集中力を切らさない。あっという間ね。集中力を切らさない。レシピ通りにすれば簡単よ。ステイ。今日はここまで。ま、こんなところかしら。しつけの時間だ。集中力を切らさない。 レシピ通りにすれば簡単よ。白い服に清潔感はマスト。私の価値は宝石以上。私の価値は宝石以上。ステイ。今日はここまで。ま、こんなところかしら。しつけの時間だ。食欲が失せる匂い。欲望も糧に。
Okay.
永遠の美しさ。
Yes, there is the occasional
私の
rhythm
ことね。
game. Correct.
食欲が失せる匂い。
次はお行儀から教えて。
And the weird battle maps. Oh boy.
ま、こ
Okay.
んなところかしら。
I know this is a bit of an interlude from finishing Camp Vargas, but like I can't beat book 100 for book 7. Or sorry. I can't beat chapter 100 for book 7. So like if anyone has any ideas, anything at all, I'm up for it. So yeah, we will continue Camp Vargas in a minute, but I do want to show you guys my, like, maybe you guys can tell me, am I doing something wrong? Because I'm trying to beat all this stuff so that when we read it, we can just read it, but is this team comp ass? Like, is this ass? Hold on, I was using Vil, I think. Like, is this ass? So yeah, I don't understand, but I can't beat it. I'm losing very badly. But yeah, just in case anybody tuned into the stream, we are doing Camp Vargas today. I'm streaming on Twitch and YouTube, and so if it looks like I'm talking to imaginary people, we are streaming on both. We actually have, I think like 15 viewers right now between the two. That's very good. I didn't expect this many people to come watch me do Twisted Wonderland today, but I'm having a good time with Camp Vargas. I just want to like ask you guys, because I'm like, what am I doing wrong? Why can't I beat the fucking, you know what I mean? Like, all of my buddies are pretty much up, I think. Okay, maybe that buddy with Azul's not great. But I'm pretty sure, like, maybe this Leona card isn't good, but I'm pretty sure my other spells are like 10 out of 10. So, oh, okay. Leona may be the weak link here. How many turns is the battle? Yeah, I mean, I don't know who it's against because I'm not reading the story. I'm like just closing my eyes and doing the fights, but it's against the dragon. But yeah, like, see, like, my spells are level 10. How many turns is the battle? It's 5 turns. I'm assuming I need to, like, just live. Like, I'm assuming my goal is living. But, like, I keep dying. So, I keep dying on the very last turn. So, anyway, survive. Yeah, and so I can't survive. I mean, I guess I could pick characters with maybe more HP, but I don't really have... I don't know who would be better. Like, do you guys think that, like, it's kind of like attacks don't matter, just, like, put whoever, like, with the most HP? Like, is something like this better, do you guys think? You need healers? Leona's the only healer. He's the only one who heals. Sad. Depression. Yeah, this Calxiyn doesn't heal. Do you heal, Jade? No. Yeah, I have, like, no healers. You have a silver with 2 fire spells and one of them's a healer? Oh, okay. Jade with 2 or sorry, not Jade. Silver 2 fire. Silver 2 fire. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I never use these ones. Oh, a friend unit has silver. Oh, I see. New Year's Calxiyn. I do have the New Year's Calxiyn. I just didn't know if it would be good for this fight because it doesn't have, like, fire on it. You know what I mean? So the strategy here is just surviving, is what both chats are talking about, like, survival of the fittest. Not, like, we don't need to beat the monster. Is this Lab Jamil? Okay. I'll level up some of those and try that then, later. But yeah, I've been dying. It's been very sad. Because, like, these are my top cards right now. Hold on. Yeah, I usually never use the silver ones. But in this case... it might be necessary, because we suck. We are bad. Okay. On that bright note of us sucking and being bad, let's continue. I'm saving up for the special silver one in JP. Yeah, I missed some cards that I wanted, so I'm a little sad, but I can't remember what they were now, so I guess it wasn't that important. Okay, completely fooled. Yeah, I do. I need healers. I have no healing cards. We've hauled our assailant out of the lake, and sure enough, wow, it's Old Man Jenkins. Who could have guessed? Seeing him up close, there's no mistake. I know that grin anywhere. For real, Jade, would you mind unmasking him for us? Certainly, here we go. Yeah, I know, this is like Scooby-Doo. I see you've discovered my true identity. It really was Coach Vargas. What an efficient disguise. Effective. It's okay. That costume is quite flattering, Jade. It was oh my god, it was specifically made to emphasize my musclenclature. Well, at least we know for sure. Vil, I think you can give him permission to move now. He's probably not going to attack us again. Are you sure his earlier display of violence didn't exactly engender trust? Agreed. Perhaps it would be prudent to verify the safety of our schoolmates before releasing him. That's a good idea. Yes, let's leave things as like this for now and keep an eye on him. Looks like I've been outvoted. Sorry, Coach. Nothing personal. Hey! It's Grim and Cal? I was worried you got attacked. Where have you been? Cal, you tell him. Here's the thing. So we lied before, but now there's a real monster. Oh no, that's what I thought was gonna happen. And that's a story. We were working for Coach Vargas and just pretending we knew nothing about the monster. I get it now. So this whole attack really was just a challenge. That's right. It was a test of combat. The challenge was to keep calm and flex your minds and muscles in the face of an unknown threat. Your friends go missing. Your dependable teacher is gone. A powerful foe is hunting you. I gauged how you handled being thrown into a crisis, and that was your true assignment. A powerful foe, Your ego is showing there, Coach. Okay, but what about the other students? Relax, they're fine. I just tied them up and kept them from interfering with the challenge. The ghost will untie them once it's all over. Grim and Cal were special exceptions. I had them record what you did. That would explain why they entered from the woods. I still can't believe it. Buddy levels are considerable, but it would help a ton if... Okay, yeah, so you guys are saying I need healing cards. My cards suck. I still can't believe it was an act. You had me completely fooled. Really? You actually bought that tray? Oh god, Trey, no. What can I say? I got talent. You could put me in the film research club movie if you wanted. No offense, but I have no plans to film a heartwarming pet movie. I ate a pet! That's hilarious. But yeah, Vil should have seen through us being bullshit. Coach Vargas, may I ask a question? Sure, Ash and Grotto, hit me. I get that Grim and Cal were assisting you, but was Edia's disappearance also part of the challenge? And what about Ortho? Was that just trickery as well? Nope, any student who skipped out on assignments or broke the rules weren't worthy of the final challenge. And so I gave them an educational guidance instead. What? It would be inexcusable to waste an opportunity to improve their muscles, so I stuck them in a cabin and made them do non-stop squats under a ghost supervision. Don't worry, they'll be back any minute. Now wait a minute, so they really ditched? This is not adding up. Did they really ditch? Edia does not want to touch grass, Twitch chat says. And so did we pass the final challenge or not? Per my assessment, you pass. It's impressive that despite going up against me, you managed to avoid total annihilation all the way until sunrise. Clover, Ashen Grotto, Lich, Syorhide, you deserve recognition from your cool-headed plan. For your cool-headed plan to set up a trap rather than simply make a brave last stand. I'm sure all the other art club students will be grateful that you passed the final challenge for everyone. You were our MVPs with the tents, and you clearly earned those titles for a reason. You might even get close to my level soon. I'll give you 4 your Vargas badges, so you can go on and release me now. Let's get our badges and head back to camp. Good call. Huh? What was that noise? Oh my god. So now there's still another monster bestie. Oh man. But yeah, I think after this event, maybe you guys can help me build my team and we'll do like a lesson round and I'll show you guys, like, you guys can decide who I should level up maybe. Look, there's something strange over near that thicket. See, okay, so this is where I'm like, what? Like, how did this make sense? That round head, those giant claws, it couldn't be. What the fuck? What? Are you joking? What? But I haven't gotten my Vargas back. I think that's the least of our problems. Is everyone okay? We're fine, but Grim and Coach Vargas, that strange shadow took them. Oh, man. Yet another monster! Grim and Coach Vargas. That strange shadow took them. They're already out of sight. What was that thing? It so rudely interrupted me getting my final Vargas badge. Perhaps it's another challenge, though I don't think Grim would have been that scared if he knew it was coming. I think I've seen it before. Yeah, you saw it in the thing! In the mines! Easy, Cal. I'm just as worried about Grim and Coach Vargas as you are, but charging after them without a plan would be a fool's errand. Trey's right. We need to stay calm and assess the situation rationally. Agreed, and I believe we still have ample time, regardless of who the attacker was. If they were just trying to harm us, they wouldn't have abducted anyone. True, as embarrassing as it is to admit, we were caught entirely flat-footed. We weren't able to react. I suspect if we'd been more prepared, we could have taken that shadow down together. Then it must have a reason for abducting people. That said, perhaps it simply wants to devour its prey leisurely in its lair. It did look like a monster after all. Oh man, how horrible. It had a pretty monstrous form, all right. What I want to know is where it even came from. I have an idea about that. I saw that monster's shadow in the tunnels yesterday. You did? Oh, right. I remember you mentioning that now. It had a round head, long arms, and large claws. I only caught a glimpse of it just now, but it did fit your description. Yesterday, I assumed you were just mistaken. Why do they always say they assume people are mistaken? And saw something else. I certainly didn't think it was real. I see. Well, we can't be sure the monster's lair's in the tunnels, but they might be worth checking. What's the call, guys? After all that fighting, we have to take on yet another monster? I have to wonder why it chose that exact moment to strike. Why couldn't it wait until after the challenge had finished? Yes, then more people could have witnessed us boldly rushing to the rescue. 'Tis a pity. You guys never change. For all your complaining, it sounds like you still intend to rescue them. Of course I do. Coach Vargas is one of the captives after all. It'd be quite the feather in my cap to rescue a distinguished Night Raven college teacher in his hour of need. How true! I like how we're just like, yeah, go for it, Azul. Yes, you get it. I don't like endangering myself, but some things are worth the risk. No need to worry. Regardless of our reasons, we all want to save Grim and Coach Vargas. Vil, I assume you have something to gain as well? Please, I couldn't care less about accolades. I just have trouble sleeping at night if something happened to Vargas in his current state. What? Oh, of course. You never released Coach Vargas from your spell. Oh, no. I would have lifted it immediately if I had known what was going to happen. Makes sense. I feel kind of responsible, too. What about you, Cal? What do you want to do? I mean, we gotta rescue Grim. What do you mean, but? Yeah, I know. You won't have to do it alone. It was technically my plan that got Coach Vargas into this mess. I'm gonna help rescue him, too. Then shall we be off? Yeah, let's drop by the camp on the way there and pick up some supplies. All right. Flint, torches. Oh, we could take the tent and the ropes, too. What else would be good? It's so quiet here. Weren't the ghosts supposed to release the rest of the students once the challenge was over? Coach Vargas didn't get a chance to announce we'd finished before he got taken. We still got a bit of a hike to get to the tunnel. Make sure you keep a close eye on your surroundings. All right, things are getting interesting. Let's go. Oh my god. The owl noise? I don't think I've ever heard that before. Jeez, this trail's no joke. You guys holding up okay? Huh, what do you think? I've barely gotten a wink of sleep today. It wouldn't be a true mountain trail if it was easy. The challenge is half the fun. You're the only one deriving any pleasure from this, you know. No, don't worry, Carrie. I was just joking. I don't know if you guys, some of your messages are coming in late about the cards. But yeah, I was just kidding around. Don't worry. But yeah, you're right. I don't usually focus on healing because most of the time my cards are so overpowered I can kill them before they kill me. But yeah, we'll definitely do it at the end of the stream. We'll take a look and see like what we should level up. To be perfectly frank, I'd just as soon take back what I said about rescuing them and go back to the tent and put my feet up. I feel you, but we can't just abandon Coach Vargas and Grim to their fate. If we sit back and wait for the head mage, we might be too late. It'd be a different situation if Coach Vargas could move. No use dwelling on that now. Yes, we must focus on what lies ahead of us, not behind us. I must say, though, we don't know enough about the monster's nature and the way it fights. It's also unclear if it's only taken Grim and Coach Vargas. Now that you mention it, Coach Vargas explained what happened to all the students in the final challenge as well as Edia and Ortho. But what about Malleus and Lilia? Would they have skipped out on camp or broken the rules? Malleus was enjoying the camp well enough, and Lilia was pretty positive about it too. I can't picture them ditching out. I guess it's possible they broke the rules, but what if they didn't? What if that monster got to them too? Just so we're clear, if it turns out Malleus has been abducted as well, I'm running. Charging in unprepared to fight a monster that could capture him would be like offering yourself up on a platter. You're not wrong. Even I could tell how strong it was in the split second it attacked. I really hope we don't have to fight that thing. Famous last words, guys. All right, we made it. Do you really think we're going to find them in there? We'd best hurry. I'm beside myself with anxiety, thinking of the horrors they might be enduring. Are you, Jade? Are you really? Yeah, let's go in. It's as dark as ever in here. And it's still a maze. Let's follow the map I drew when we were mining for the mage stones. Let me go! Why'd you even nab me anyway? Well, I believe that's Grim. Okay, this may be easier than I thought. It appears our guess was right. It's difficult to tell with all the echoing, but he sure sounds as though he's fine. Let's get moving, and we should keep our extra mage stones at the ready. We're pretty far in now. I think we're coming to the deepest part of the tunnels. Are you okay? They both appear intact. There's no sign of the monster. Looks like we'll be able to get them out of here without a fight. They appear unharmed, but why are they bound and gagged? If the monster did that, then it must possess a human-level intelligence. Okay, I'll untie you. You guys gotta watch out. Why, did something happen? It's a trap! What? Ah. You actually came? Fools! So that's the monster that abducted them. I was ready for a fight, but perhaps in not such a dark, confined space. What's the plan, Trey? Forget Vargas, just get me out of here! Azul, Jade, Cal, you three get Grim and Coach Vargas. We have to get them out of here. There's no time to untie them. You'll have to carry them out. What will you and Vil be doing? The same thing we did to lure Coach Vargas to the lake. We're gonna stall the monster. Get going. We're out of time. Oh my god, this is nuts. Understood. I'll carry Grim. Of course you're gonna pick the lightest one. Bye, Jade. Oh, he called dibs on Grim because he's smaller. Then grabbed him and ran before we could get a word out. I'll have trouble carrying someone this big myself. Cal, would you mind lending me a hand? I mean, sure, I guess, if I have to. We suck. These tunnels are so narrow, I was afraid I might bump the coach's head or feet against the rocks. That's so funny. Do stop thrashing about, Coach. We're leaving now. Whee! Whee! Well, I hope we put a decent enough show for the upperclassmen. Here it comes. You ready, Vil? Of course I am, and don't even think about slowing down, Trey. Oh man, the music is killing me too. All right, go all out. I'm running low on mage stones. Do you have enough? I'm good, but this thing... It's predicting our moves now. Things aren't looking so hot. Oh, man. Then how about this? Oh! The jacket is coming off! Let's go! Yeah? It stopped moving. Throwing your jacket over its head did the trick. Quick, let's get out of here! Really? It was that easy? What? What is going on? We made it. Ah, where are the others? We're all fine. We got Grim. Oh, we're all fine. We got Grim and Coach Vargas out. I can't believe you guys got away. I thought you were goners. I'm glad it all worked out. Now let's lift the coach's curse. Trey's fangirls lost it on Tumblr. That's hilarious. It would be beyond pitiful to leave him bound and gagged on top of him being able to unmove because of your signature spell. I suppose so. All right, here I go. And I'll just untie your gag. What's the matter, Coach? You sound panicked. We've got company. No surprises there, I guess. Oh, the monster! The real battle begins now. So we still have to fight in the end. At least it's getting lighter out and we're not stuck in those tunnels. We have room to maneuver out here. So now we just gotta go all out. Okay, guys, this is it. Let's wipe the floor with that thing. Yay! The fight happened. I already did it. YouTube chat says it's me. I'm Trey Fangirl. Oh, it's so fast. I can't hit it at all with my magic. But look, it's slowing down. Our attacks are doing something. Well, why isn't Vargas attacking? I've still got the extra mage stones. Just say the word if you need any. I'll take some. Dang. Aren't these guys in the arts club? They're not athletes, so how are they outlasting that thing? Individually, their stamina might not match someone in the sports club, but they're dividing their roles more efficiently because they know their limitations. Clover's calling the shots, Snog Heights employing confusion tactics, and Leech and Ash and Grotto are on the offense. Clover's also keeping a close eye on the whole team so he can step in and help them regroup whenever there's a break in formation. Such incredible teamwork. My camp is paying off already. I getcha. Hey, wait a minute. I thought you were tied up. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I felt too constrained, so I just freed myself and undid my gag. Then why are you chatting with us for? Get in there and help them. And untie me while you're at it. Wait, can't I untie Grim? Like, what's going on? No can do. This is outside my jurisdiction. But the way things are going, they'll probably pass the challenge. Look at how much they've grown. Challenge? What are you talking about? This music is different. I feel like we haven't heard it before. Yes, it's working. But we're running out of steam as well. And our mage stones are low. What shall we do, Trey? We'll wait for the right moment and then hit it all at once. I'll give the signal. Just hold out a little bit longer. We fought things. Congratulations to us. I think it's over. Yeah, just barely. We used up every mage stone I had, and here I was hoping I could get more of them back to school. Circumstances dictated otherwise, unfortunately. Hey guys, behind you! What? It's getting up after we hit it with all those spells? I didn't expect mere pups to evade my trap and fight me on equal terms. Well done, you're all such good boys. Good boys. Don't tell me. The sun's come up. Now we can get a proper look at this monster. It's cruel. Well, see, I knew this before. I mean, it was predictable for it to happen, but then I also accidentally confirmed it when I made the thumbnail. And, like, I made the thumbnail for last stream thinking that I had already finished the event. Yes, it's about time you put it together. Who in the world? Wait, is that you, Professor Cruel? I suspected as much because of his voice and word choice, but the sheer eccentricity of his attire stunned me into confusion. Talk about over the top. Cruel's got some strange taste. Quiet! I did not choose this costume. I designed it myself. Wait, he designed it? I thought Cruel would have designed it. He designed it? I designed it myself. Pretty rad, eh? Doesn't it just scream powerful foe? Oh, thank the 7. I don't know what I would have done if that had been Professor Cruel's design. That's so dirty, oh my god. But what was he doing in the mine? This is Camp Vargas, is it not? That's hilarious. Allow me to explain. I initially planned to give you the same final challenge that the sports club had, but then I thought, but what if they tipped you off already? You know what was coming. Just as I was debating switching up the whole thing, Professor Cruel volunteered his services. Yeah, because that's what I was gonna say, right? That makes sense. You know, it all checked out. That's where I thought this was going. Yes, it's my job to oversee the arts clubs after all. Anyway, since the challenge is over, I suppose I don't need to keep wearing this mask. You gentlemen can come out as well now. Oh, that's why they took Malleus and Lilia, because it would have been too easy. Oh, is it over already? It was no mean feat trying to stay... it was no mean feat trying to wow the night away. Wow the night away? What? Wow the night away and stay hidden. Malleus, were you in cahoots with Professor Cruel? And Lilia as well. Were you aware of the whole plan from the start? No, I didn't know a thing until the second day. Cruel approached me out of the blue yesterday. Boy, was I ever surprised. I had a word with Professor Cruel after seeing how Draconia completed the mining challenge on day 1. I figured if we didn't do something, the difficulty curve would... Yeah, I know, the bell curve! The grading is out of whack! Yeah, he did dig up a mage stone with his bare hands. I was taken completely by surprise as well. Who could have anticipated such a trivial thing would pose a problem? Coach Vargas made the challenges less difficult for the arts clubs, but that doesn't mean you could skate by. Van Rouge fished up a giant catfish all by himself, and Draconia got that mage stone all too easily. So we tasked them with upping the difficulty for you all. Wait, what? Did he change the tunnels? What the fuck? Did you notice that the tunnels were more labyrinthine than the second day? Yes, it struck me as strange at the time. You did that? I created the maze? What do you mean you created the maze? You can do that? I guess. I mean, it's Malleus, right? That's fucking hilarious. I created the maze, yes. I trust you enjoyed the added complexity. That would explain it. Complex is one word for it. Did you also block the forest path with the fallen tree and create an alternate route? We lucked out and found a lantern blossom after the detour, but struggled quite a bit in the swamp. Oh, that was me! Quite a simple yet elegant trap, wouldn't you say? I haven't done such heavy manual labor like that in all my years. I brought back some fun, Matt, sure! I'm most curious how you felled a tree without any assistance, but I see it now. So this marks the end of your ultimate challenge! So, how'd we do? Not only did you use your wits in a perilous situation and get everyone safely out of the mine, but you also put up a decent fight in the ensuing battle. No retraining is necessary. You pass. Wait, so does that mean that Edea and Orpho really ditched? Like they really just ran away and ditched? I can't believe that. Here are your final Vargas badges. Bear them with pride. Thank you. Good job sticking it out, you guys. I could say the same to you. The head mage will be here soon. Let's get back to the camp entrance. Follow me. Yeah, like I need some like closure on what happened with like Edea, you know? I think this is the last chapter. What a wonderful camp, was it? I guess. I think that this event was fun. Trey, you're back! And I see Malleus has returned to us as well. Looks like everyone's here. Good, you've all been released. Just so, when I came to, I found we were all tied to trees in the woods. It was like I'd become a sculpture. What a novel experience that was. I'll leave it to you to put an artistic spin on being tied up in the woods all night. My joints ache like nobody's business. If I never get tied up again, it'll be too soon. You don't need closure, that's a fanfic server. I guess. I'm just glad you're all okay. I'm assuming we're gonna get it right now. You look like you've been through the ringer, Trey. Yeah, it was a lot, let me tell you. The ghosts filled us in, and when they untied us, you had to fight Coach Vargas for the final challenge, right? Amazing job, guys. We took care of breaking down the tents. Oh, thank goodness. The thought of having to clean up after all that was frankly demoralizing. Welcome back, Vilschnogenhide. Sorry for ducking out partway through the camp. The coach had me watch over Edea to make sure he didn't slack on his squats. That would explain why Edea's in a crumpled heap over there. My legs have exploded. They have not. Now get up. Yikes, why you gotta be so scary? My poor leggies, there'll be nothing left of them soon. Quiet down, everyone. Remember, you're still at Camp Vargas. Thank you for your efforts, Coach Vargas and Professor Cruel. Oh, the pleasure was all mine. It was the most fun I've had in a good while. What? Professor Cruel was here too? Yes, we actually had to fight him for the very final challenge. You did? But you also fought Coach Vargas, right? Yup, Professor Cruel showed up after that. He was in disguise, so we thought he was a monster at first. He even fooled me. He's dressed normally now, of course. It was less of a disguise and more like a full-blown costume. He had a bunch of giant gems around his head and wore this long flashy cape, and he wore a mask as if he was going to a masquerade. I thought he was a swift giant beast of prey like a bird. Truly, how breathtakingly beautiful it must have been. I wouldn't go that far. That outfit's going to give me nightmares. Is that so? Well, I wish I could have witnessed you battling him in his disguise. I saw the whole thing, and I can tell you the four of them worked like a well-oiled machine. You wouldn't believe how difficult it was for me to stay quiet while I was cheering Jade on. You were cheering for me? May I ask why? It's because you're on the same team, right? That sounds like a blast. I wish I could have been there to cheer for you guys. Looks like I gotta thank Jade. You showed up for us in spades this whole trip. Thank you. I don't know. I didn't know. Wait, I didn't know that things got that rough. Thank you, Vilschnogenhide. Now I don't need to transfer clubs. I'm excited to keep learning about acting and film techniques. You're most welcome, and I'm glad I didn't have to lose any club members. Oh gosh. That said, Ortho, we are going to have a talk later. You need a thorough reminder of your duties as a member of the Film Research Club, but he didn't choose to go. Vargas took him. And you should be grateful as well, Edea. Not only did we do the last challenge without you, but we did everything else as well. You were like a camping master this whole trip, Azul, and you crushed the final challenge. You really pulled through for us. Thanks, Azul. Oh dear, you've got some dirt on your knees. It must be from when you collapsed to the ground. Allow me to dust it off. Is he gonna hate him? Oh, please, it was just a little tap. Must you be so dramatic? Oh, you knew that my legs are in agony from those squats, didn't you? Good grief, how noisy can they get? Well, at least we made it through Camp Vargas in one piece. Indeed! Would you regale me with tales of your daring exploits once we return, Trey? I simply must hear it straight from the horse's mouth. I didn't do anything that great, really. I beg to differ. You performed the finest deeds in all my eyes, Clover. I agree. We only got through that final challenge by virtue of your planning and quick thinking. Absolutely. I benefited greatly thanks to you. Seriously? No, you three made it possible. Can't you just take a compliment? They're telling you they appreciate your efforts. As do I. You know how to stick a landing. I see I misjudged you. Wait, did you think I was unreliable or something? You were on fire back there, guys. Yeah. Now you're making me blush. I'm flattered, though. You all did great today. Thanks for everything. Now it's time for roll call. Once everybody's present and accounted for, we'll head back to school. Yeah, I guess that, because somebody got on my ass because I said Trey was boring, and I guess this event did focus on Trey, but, we didn't necessarily get, the backstory. I don't know. I don't know what I'm expecting, but, I do like Trey. I like him, but, I don't know if this necessarily helped with, the problem that I have with him, you know? Oh, what an exhausting camp. All I want to do is fall into bed when we get back. Oh, I feel you. I did not sleep well last night. I had so many weird dreams. It was awful. I suppose it all worked out well enough in the end. The real challenge is what happens after we get back. Oh, yeah. Vil, Trey, I trust our agreement still stands. Vil is to assist at the Monster Lounge for 2 days, during which we get the exclusive sales rights to his smoothies, and Trey will be helping out for 5 days, yes? Let me know your schedules for the next month once they're set. I'll need to organize your shifts. Oh, and I'll send you a reminder so if you don't reach out to me within the next week. Do you think I would renege on a contract? Relax, I always honor my work commitments. Trey, you'll be working in the kitchen. I'm looking forward to see what you'll do. Great, that's where I'd prefer to be anyway. Besides, it'll be nice to make desserts for other people who aren't in my dorm. Why, yes, it will! I expect a full display of your talents! Oh, what a wonderful camp this has been! And what delightful memories we've forged together! I love this! You call this wonderful? I know he's got something out of it, but he was singing a different tune just a while ago. Maybe the exhaustion scrambled his brain. While it's debatable whether this camp could be described as wonderful, wouldn't you find a normal camping trip sans Coach Vargas to be enjoyable? Hiking in the mountains, pitching a tent, starting a campfire, fishing the day away, it's a marvelous way to relax. I can't deny that, and this campground would make a decent filming location. I could see the Film Research Club spending a few nights camping out here and filming as some sort of training exercise. If you ever do that, by all means invite me along. I would be delighted to help. Yeah, the camp's pretty cool. Wait, what the fuck? It would be a fun thing to do with a science club just as a little vacation. Magnificent! Whoa! Yeah, Coach Vargas? Camp Vargas just wrapped up and you're already planning your own camping trips, eh? That's what I like to see. I know I knew I choose right when I picked you guys as our MVPs. Despite being in the arts club, your decidedly defined arm muscles show that you are striving to reach my peak form. All right, I'll grace you with my presence on your camping trips. I'll train you as many days as you'd like. Oh no, that's hilarious. Did he miss the operative phrase sans Coach Vargas? It certainly seems that way, but he's so happy. Just let him come anyway. Okay, guys, are you ready? I guess. Run! Wait, run! I thought we were going back to school! Okay, guys, that was good. Kind of unceremonious end, but did wrap up Coach Vargas. So yeah, I had fun with this event. I thought it was funny. You know, You mean the day I told you he smirked after fooling someone to buy him a food processor because he wouldn't have to use his own money? I can't remember that. Which one was that? Okay. Twitch chat, Madcap was saying. But no, somebody else was like, Cal, how dare you say that Trey's boring? And I was like, okay, guys. Okay, so now that... Okay. Anyway, now that we're at the end of the stream, let's, like, figure out this shit. So you guys are saying to level up Lab Jamil? Who else are we gonna go for right now? For healing. I wish you could filter them out by the ones that have, like, good healing potential, but, like, yeah, like... So who should I be leveling up to tackle that Malleus stuff, do you think? Somebody else said one of the Calxiyn cards, I thought? No, silver. Somebody was talking about silver. Is it this one? No. I know one of my friends has a silver card. But yeah, who are our healers or whatever? New Year's Calxiyn? I do have New Year's Calxiyn up already. Like, I think he's maxed out. Yeah. So who else is a good, like, healer? Prioritize all healing cards, okay. That's the problem, I wish it would tell you. Like, do you guys have a heal or not? I don't know. Your friend's silver card is good to use. Okay. Dorm room tray? This one? Oh, he does have a heal. Oh, okay. He's already fully leveled. So, he'll be okay. Oopsie. Sorry, Ortho. Does Ortho have a heal? But yeah, so dorm room tray's leveled up. Oh my god, sorry you guys. But yeah, I'm trying to think about like, okay, well which ones are the like fire cards, you know? Why don't we, I also leveled up Labware Jack. Okay. I think I might have Labware Jack leveled up, but let's go look anyway. No, he's only somewhat leveled up. Soomland Jamil? Oh, but we're already using Jamil, so it's not gonna let us do that. Ceremonial Robes Ortho. This one, right? Okay. Ceremonial Robes Ortho. Maybe we can also, hold on. Team Comp, Twisted Wonderland, Chapter 100, Book 7. Labware Azul? Somebody had said, do we have that already? Hold on. This is Azul? Yep, okay, he has a healing. Labware Azul. Da-da-da-da-da. Ortho SSR as a support card because of the regeneration? Ortho SSR? I have ortho. Hold on. Does ortho have a heal? He doesn't have a heal. What do you mean regeneration? I don't know. Let's see. Oh, Cerberus. Oh, okay. That person did not clarify. Yes, okay, so Labware Azul, we got him. Good job, guys. I guess now I'll look for whatever. I'll just manually look around. Yeah, Cerberus gear. Oh, okay. And we're gonna use that other person's silver anyway. I heard Jade has a good healing card somewhere. Do you guys know which one it would be? Is it one of these? I don't know. This one? Tsum Tsum Ortho? I can't remember which ones are which. Fairy Gala Jack. I think we already have a Jack card in here, right? So it's not gonna let us level them up at the same time, but I'll keep that in mind. Beans Day? Yes, let's go. Good job, chat. Good job. Okay. Let's fucking go. Okay, so I will level these up, and hopefully this will be enough. There you go.
今回の授業は誰も何もやらかさなきゃいいが。
今日もまた一つ新しい知識が身についた。
This is gonna take forever. I'm gonna cry. Yeah, this is another reason why we. Oh god, this is another reason why we can't do book 7 right away, because I need to like level up my cards, and that'll probably take, you know, some time.
リーダーは大事だ。
But yes.
勘
Okay.
に助けられた。
So I think on that note, I have been streaming for 2 hours, which is not a very long stream, but it is long, like, for my voice, because I need to read out, like, every piece of dialogue for all the boys. So yeah, I think what I'll do is that next week we'll do Portfest. I think that Portfest is the next event, and we'll see how much we can get done of Portfest. Because it's 36 chapters, I'm assuming that we will have to do, like, stream part 1, stream part 2. You know what I mean? Because, like, this one, it would have been, like, 4 hours long. I would like to stream longer for Twisted Wonderland, but the problem is, like, again, vocally, to have to do all of their voices is a lot of work versus like me listening and talking themselves. I don't even want to think about Halloween because like that stresses me out, the fact that Halloween isn't entirely voiced. And so I think that that may be a good idea. Like what I talked about earlier, I won't do it this time because I already uploaded like Camp Vargas half and then like the other half, but like for big stuff like Halloween, I may do like, you know, Twisted Halloween, the movie, like that sort of thing. Like, and so I think that makes some sense to me to do it that way. But I don't think I'm gonna do that with the smaller events. Like, we'll just have 2 Portfest streams. You know what I mean? But like for anything that's over like 5, I think anything that goes over 5 streams, I should probably compile it into one VOD. Just for you guys' like viewing, you know, ease or whatever. And so for like shorter events like this, it's fine. But I think that Playful Land and Halloween and definitely Book 7 on, I'm talking about on YouTube, by the way, for the people that are watching on Twitch. Like on YouTube, obviously I'll keep the VODs up, but then I'll do like the edited VODs like I was doing before, like lightly edited, like cutting out bathroom breaks and whatever. And now I don't need to balance the audio anymore. So that's good, because the audio's like all good and everything, right? But yeah, so I think that that's the plan. So I'll be back next week to keep playing Genshin. I think with Genshin, we're gonna start to do Enka stuff. And so that'll help. That'll be good. We'll start to do that.
よこしと
And then for Twisted Wonderland, we'll start part 1 of Pork
Lorena
Fest.
Bossen.
So I'll try to because I don't want to overwhelm myself, but I do want to see how long we predict that we're gonna take. Because the thing is, I don't just want to stream Twisted Wonderland and in Genshin. I'd like to have a variety game kind of in the
今日も
rotation.
また一つ
And I
新しい
need
知
to
識が身についた
finish Hades properly. I'm kind of giving up on Patroclus and Achilles. I can't get their dialogue to trigger. I've been trying it off stream for about a week now, and no matter what I do, it's not working. And so I did look it up, and people were like, yeah, it's bugged. People were reporting bugs about Achilles and Patroclus in particular. And so I'm like, I can't do this anymore. I just want to see the epilogue, and finish the game. So I do want to make sure to have variety. It's just hard because I have to pick the right day, so that may be on Fridays if I can organize properly. So yeah. Because I need to do the Calxiyn cares too much stuff. I need to do my channel stuff, and then I also want to stream. And streaming basically takes up an entire day. Well, today it won't. After I'm done with you guys, I'm gonna go write scripts or something. And so technically today I will do something else. But usually, if we're streaming Genshin for 5 hours, I pretty much don't get anything else done for the rest of that day, right? So yeah, it'll just be about finding a balance. I want to ease into it. And then obviously, I mentioned earlier that I have to do some song recording this week for Critter, and so that's I think that I may have to postpone getting back to reactions on YouTube just to make sure that I have some days to record reactions, because I haven't had days yet. I was gonna do it tomorrow, but then it didn't make sense in my head anymore. So I think on Tuesday and Wednesday, I'm gonna record Critter songs in the morning. And then in the afternoon, I'm either gonna edit or script, or maybe I can record. It depends on how tired my voice is afterward, right? So we'll just see how the recording goes. I may just script those days. Tomorrow I need to edit because the editor got back my new video. In case you guys are wondering, it's about princess problems from Snow White. And oh man, I got so heated. I got so mad. It's not exactly a regular song analysis. For you guys that watch the Calxiyn Cares Too Much channel, it's basically because you guys know, I do composition, and then I do lyric analysis, and then at the end I usually do storytelling, and I have the big lesson. This video is just the lesson. The entire thing is the big lesson. Because I was so angry. And I was I'm not going to... I won't give away my joke, but I'm I'm not rewriting this. This song is stupid. This song is stupid, and it's awful, and kind of borderline misogynistic, but we'll talk about that later. And so I was fuck this. I'm not gonna spend time being here's how they could have, polished the turd. All we're doing is turd polishing, right? And so I was so mad. I can't wait for you guys to see it. It's a little, unhinged. Oh, and I sent it to the editor, and some of my takes were so crazy. My voice was nuts, and so I'm yeah, I'm not gonna spend time fixing a song that already has a bad premise. I'd rather try to give you guys a helpful lesson about why the premise is bad. So yeah, hopefully a full I think I will do one for All Is Fair. I think All Is Fair will probably get a full-length one, but I've been thinking about that lately, even with I'm a Star from Wish, because I'm everyone kind of knows how bad it is. The problem, obviously it has some really, bad lyrics, but the problem with I'm a Star isn't even really that the lyrics are bad. The bigger problem is that it has no purpose in the story. So I thought that maybe for that video, I would do it kind of okay, we'll talk about, the usual suspects of, when it comes to the universe, we're all shareholders or whatever. But I think the bigger thing is why does Beauty and the Beast work? Be Our Guest work as a production number? And why does Let Under the Sea work as a production number? But then I'm a Star doesn't work as a production number, right? So I think that that'll be a better angle to go at it from, because everyone knows the song is bad, right? Who's the white-haired boy with the animal ears? He is Jack, and he's actually one of the only characters that's like, we kind of don't know what he's based off of because he's a wolf, but he's in Savannah Claw, which is based on the Lion King. And so Leona is based on Scar, and Ruggy is based on the like concept of the 3 hyenas. But like Jack is a wolf. And that's not in the Lion King, so we don't actually know. Like, we don't know who he is. But Jamil is Jafar. Ortho is a little complicated with the Hades stuff, but he's not a great example either. Jade is supposed to be Jetsam, like Flotsam and Jetsam, and Azul is Ursula. But yeah, I actually have what you may enjoy, Zach, is that on the Calxiyn main channel, I did a video with Hunter, and it was Twisted Wonderland guessing, where we basically like guessed what the characters were like. And so Hunter was like, "That's Radcliffe from Pocahontas," and I was like, "No. It's not." But thanks for playing. So yeah, you may like that because you're as clueless as Hunter was, and so it may be funny for you. But yeah, thank you guys all for tuning into the stream today. Sorry, Fireman, I'm just about to head out actually. But yeah, I did my duty. I got what I wanted to do done this weekend. I wanted to stream twice. I wanted to have Princess Problems like ready to go edited by Monday. Obviously, I didn't do that. I paid someone to edit the raw. But like, I feel very good about the current state of my own productivity. And last week I did my taxes. Like, it only goes up from here. So yeah, hopefully during the week I'll do, well, not during the week, but basically what'll happen is that eventually I'll stream Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Hopefully, that's what I'm hoping is gonna happen. And like with on Friday, it'll be variety, and then these games will be like Saturday, Sunday, if that makes sense. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys had fun. I'm surprised about how many people were watching on Twitch and on YouTube for just Camp Vargas. So I really appreciate it. I will see you guys. I ask because he's very attractive. I know, I love Jack. Hey, if you join the Discord server, we can talk all Twisted Wonderland all the time. But yeah, I will see you guys on Friday, maybe, but probably Saturday. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye.